Just farted, and it's risky. I think every fart is risky these days, and I don't know if I'm dying, man. I tell you, I barely made it to the pit toilet, and I don't know, one little thing came out, and I thought it'd be a lot more, and a lot of blood, and I don't know if I passed a giant worm because I still can't get an answer from the medical system for the tests they do because they're incompetent and since the antibiotics, my after the first week my stool was starting to get solid, but I mean my poor bum is very sensitive and dry and rashy. I'd have to get a cream, and it's probably my hemorrhoids working hard. But the thing is I want a toilet even more than I ever did before, and I lost access. Like I'm dreaming before going to the bathroom. I'm dreaming that a toilet is like 3-4 seconds away, right when I get out of bed. But it's not it. It's not it. I'd have to get clothes, make sure I get the key, lock up, go over stuff just to get out of here and go to the pit toilet and hope nobody's there. That's my life. And it's not that I don't work hard or want to continue working hard. It's so weird that all I prove is wanting to work hard, volunteer and or for pay. And today going to the mall where the insurance place that received confirmation that I'm getting collector's plates for the motorcycle is closed today, not just the holiday. Today is the 29th, Saturday. By the way, I'm filming this after part 2, but I'm calling this part 1 and the other one part 2. So the other one I didn't know that I listened to it and I missed saying a lot of things that I'm saying here. So just to show the patterns, it's everywhere, it's all the time, it's consistent over the years. And so this insurance place has a sign, not open today because short-staffed. And it's not like I want to work in insurance and have to deal with ACBC, but the thing is plenty of people did, and people are still using since COVID or whatever. And it's like that's not necessarily the explanation. The explanation is people seems to accept their new state because their standards aren't very high, and if they can get away from working or volunteering or doing the same sports activities or whatever it is. Another thing in that mall is at the Walmart where I buy like 4 or 5 items. The cashier says, I think from India, or it could have been, like it could be Philippines, could be anything at this point. Everybody's pretty much generically programmed to be an automaton. So would you like to donate to the Red Cross? And I said no. I said, but are you really good with needles? As a guy's coming to replace her, I don't know. And these two guys, these two rednecks with tattoos, they're like standing where I want to pay. I have to say excuse me because they just move too fast. They don't know what's happening in their surroundings. They can't reference the outside world either. So yeah, no, I don't want to give money to the Red Cross because I know the Red Cross is mostly wasting the large amounts of money it gets. It's not into problem solving. It's not into prevention. It's into emergency. Oh, look at all these victims that we don't realize we help create because of the way we do things as the Red Cross. So, anyways, finishing up with the McDonald's that you'll hear about in part 2 that I didn't mention, as I wanted a milkshake to see if whatever thing is happening to my digestion, if it can kill me faster with a milkshake, as I wanted the chocolate one. And it's been blood pretty much every time I go to the bathroom, but again, it could very likely be hemorrhoid or dry anus related. Hey, you don't have to listen to this crap. YouTube is my counselor. It does a lot of things for me. It allows me to keep my sanity while I live among you, because these are the facts. And so it gives me the milkshake. Like he's the one that finished the order. But again, like the fries are undercooked, but the milkshake looks pretty white. I say, oh, I wanted a chocolate. Oh, it's chocolate. And then the lady looks at him. Oh, no, I poured it myself. It's chocolate. And then I open it and it's all white. And he said, that doesn't look very chocolate. Is it supposed to be all white chocolate? And they've been getting less and less chocolatey over the decades. And then he opens the door to the pack of chocolate in the machine of milkshake and sees that it's empty. Now, it could have been empty a whole friggin' day or more, right? And I'm the Homo sapien with the human standards who is helping other people around the world with because just I just insisted on chocolate. And then I ask him when he delivers it later, and I wait and start to eat there. Or maybe that's when my cat escaped. I don't know. And oh crap, I'm telling you too much about part two. Oh man, I better cut this one out. And so yeah, so he did that, and then I said, did you like cycle it through a bit more? And like get the yeah, and I mean it was semi satisfying the milkshake, but it's like it's still $17. I say, well, can I get a couple of packs of that you know chicken sauce thing, which is barely anything in it, like 1 teaspoon maybe. I said, how much is that? It's not too expensive. Oh no, it's not expensive. Then I asked how much. 60 cents each. $1.20 for 2 little packs of poison sauce that I had to pay for. Total $27 with a milkshake that I had to teach him to kind of look in the machine if it's too white when he pours it himself. It might have come out of the place where you press the right button, but it's like, oh my god, this is the species I share DNA with. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what's happening with my digestion. I'm just tired of it. I mean, of course, it could be related to, resetting my flora from the antibiotics and irritable bowel syndrome getting worse because I'm leaving a regular toilet and the stress but that's kind of what I have to live with again and tomorrow I'll play badminton and again like in case you don't know I had to tell somebody recently I said I know I'm not suicidal and by the way I know which questions I ask for the suicide questions and I'm not uncomfortable to ask them so one of the things like if I was suicidal or if I was depressed I wouldn't bother filming these videos in this way and I wouldn't try to go to badminton and I wouldn't have gotten new comic books that I kind of want to read from the library here and I wouldn't enjoy the same thing but the thing is it's not enough when the whole world the rest of it is like this the rest of it is it ruins everything that you might want to enjoy. And it's not enough to enjoy these little things here and there, like rereading a comic book once that you read that is good. And, I didn't get to my suitcases today. I was trying to fulfill a promise to where my motorhome was parked to power wash some things but I couldn't find my tool and I found that I couldn't plug the thing in her wall because there was a cover on top of the plug that didn't allow for the big plug of that power washing machine. So plus I wasn't feeling well and part of it is I didn't have access to my Tylenol, which was in the suitcases because they were locked up and she was in there, and also my modafinil. And the thing is why do I bother? I say, and you shouldn't stop modafinil cold turkey, but why do I bother? Modafinil for me, it's not related to depression directly, although indirectly it is because for me it allowed me to achieve my goals by focusing my mind being more productive. Because when I really wanted to, I wasn't as able to because of this, and it made me depressed. It made me doubt myself. It made me believe what people said that there was something wrong with me when really it's just my mind had been numbed in many ways through various past depressions, probably until I came up with my theory to explain what was really happening with my interactions with the people primates, which was there's a lot less wrong with me than there is with them. So I don't know. I mean, why do I bother taking modafinil if I'm not even allowed to do anything productive in my life for the sake of being of service or for a cat or for myself when, I can't play badminton by myself, so I avoid the risk of being disappointed by another badminton club or read a comic book that maybe is just, maybe didn't even end up being that good or that well drawn and is overly expensive and you get attitude from librarians. So I didn't get any attitude from librarians today at the Prince Rupert the first time I went there. But so I asked this boss, I said, I'm only going to ask this once. I told her after. I said, I'm not going to repeat like I often have to do with her and others. Is I'd like a letter reference where you can at least verify the student I had the most time with, and one where I had to cancel because I started the antibiotics, but I only had one. But I think You can check with them, but also a character reference because she lived with me pretty much, and she's going to get the criminal record check from the RCMP. Said I would like. I'm not going to ask again, but I would like a letter of character or work reference from you, and I would like the scanned copy of that criminal record check. Am I going to get it? I don't know. Am I going to follow up? I said I wouldn't. So all these things, all the effort I put in, all the work I want to do, and places don't even open, or they say we can't find people. And I offer and I offer and I want to work, even volunteer when my expenses are covered, and people can't allow me to do it. They self-sabotage, and I can't lower my human standards. So that's kind of the life I'm stuck in. And there's not, and I'm not interested in buying a lottery ticket as if winning would change that. It doesn't change who you are, and it's who you are that really makes it not a great time of history for an Homo sapien to be among you.